cowboy life isn't just some glamorous hoo-ha, hoo-ha. You do stuff that most people don't do because they think it's dangerous or that you're crazy because you do it.
Oh, get to him, get to him, get to him. I always say, we can either do this the easy way, or we can do it the cowboy way.
We failed at the restaurant business, but that's just made us hungry. We want to be bigger and better.
What y'all think about partnering up on some cattle? I'd like to run about 1,400 head. I figure it's gonna cost about $1 million to do that.
I could just sit around and be content like we already are, but hey, I want to go after it. I want to better our business and provide a better future for my family.
We've got to come up with $500,000 to partner with you.
500,000.
So when you're in this business, if you're not willing to take risks, you better not get in it.
So the bank would have to consider maybe additional collateral or something else besides the cattle you're purchasing. So do you have another option for collateral?
The cattle industry in a whole is a risk. You're gambling with a market that nobody can predict. Nobody.
We've got to try it, because that's what being a cowboy is all about.
Every ounce of the cattle is utilized. There is waste none. The cowboy life is who I am and what I live for and what I believed in. The state of Alabama kids are just oblivious to the cattle industry.
Kind of a code you live by. And it's real important to preserve that code because it's a dying breed. The very first heifer right here, Matthew. Hey, after a long day of cowboying, I'm all about spending time with the family.
Did you make this play, Mom?
I sure did. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
As long as we got them in front of them, we got them.
You can't get no cooler than a cowboy. You really can't.
Hey, Mr. Brett.
Morning.
A good friend of mine, Brett Dalrymple, has called Booger and myself and Cody to come help him today. He's got a pasture that have 104 heifers and a pasture that have 46 steers in him. Well, the fence is down, and they've all got mixed up together. Brett's short-handed, so that's why he called us cowboys to help him out today.
She's a real high-headed heifer. She'll want a boat and run. She got a touch of ear in her.
A high-headed heifer, one of the highest head in the field, that's looking around all goofy. She's always hunting a way out. She's always looking for a way to mess things up. There's one in every crowd. It's just like people. There's always that one.
All right, well, that sounds pretty good.
Well, I'll get the gate set up for y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The problem with having steers and heifers mixed up together is that the steers, they chase the heifers all around the pasture because they're boys. They want to chase girls. And when they run, they lose weight, and that's not what you want to do. When they lose weight, you lose money in the cattle business.
There they go to turning on them.
Help. Easy, easy, easy. Just stay in front of them.
As we start bumping them closer and closer to the pens, right ahead of the herd, I see her ears poke up. That's the high-headed heifer. And when she starts looking that way, everybody starts looking that way.
Oh, get to him, get to him, get to him. You got birds, you got it in there too deep. Back off of them.
Well, that high-headed heifer, she runs off, jumps a fence, and all the other cattle just start scattering.
You got it in there too deep. Hold up, boys, hold up. About out of them. That ain't one thing to do. Get around them cattle and bring them back. We'll try it again. You know that heifer, she was trying to be on her and have it her way, but she actually done us a favor by running and jumping that fence. Now she's out of our way. We got the rest of the herd to ourselves. We can go put them in the pen, finish our job. As long as we got them in front of them, we got them. That high-headed heifer, she won. She ain't gonna win for long. We gotta get these steers separated from the heifers. And then we gotta go up there and get a rope around her neck and get her loaded. Steer. Get. Heifer.
Two buys, two buys.
Steer. Catch you. Da. Steer.
Rest of them be by.
All girls. Heifer.
All right, finally, we've got these boys and these girls sorted off. Now, we're fixing to rope this heifer. I missed out on some cowboying a couple months ago because I got hurt. But I tell you what, she's got my name written all over, and I'm fixing to let her wear it.
How's it feel, bud?
Feels good to be back.
Hey, well, we haven't been able to say this in a while. Booger, go get the truck and trailer.
Yeah, I ain't drove the truck and trailer so long, I don't know if I know how to drive it. Something's wrong, I just feel like my rope needs to be on her, you know?
Well, just throw it down there if it makes you feel better.
I mean, what I do with my hands.
Yeah.
You know, this thing started off a little bit rocky, but now it's kind of smoothed out right here at the end. Overall, I say it's a pretty good day. We got the job done.
I told y'all that high-headed heifer might give y'all a fit.
Hey, no problem, Mr. Brett. Glad we could come over and help you out.
I appreciate y'all doing a good job.
Yes.
Look here, well, I got y'all here. What y'all think about partnering up on some cattle?
What you got in mind?
Well, I've been road cropping, and I kind of want to turn it into cattle land. I'd like to run about 1,400 head. I figure it's going to cost about $1 million to do that, from start to finish, coming and going. So, y'all come up about 500,000, I'll come up 500,000, we'll just partner up on it.
500,000.
For Mr. Brett to come up to us and offer us a partnership in some cattle, it's an honor to me. Mr. Brett's successful. He knows what he's doing. But I don't know about you, but I technically don't just have 500,000 laying around.
What you think, Booger?
I sure think we need to sit down and talk about it. Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Well, y'all study on it a while, and I got to go check on the tractor.
All right, buddy.
Brett, good to see you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank
See you, buddy. Appreciate it.
This is a really big deal. This could be one heck of a way for me and the guys to expand our business. You know, this is a really good opportunity for us. I mean, we're wanting to expand and get bigger, you know, and
Yeah, we've got the knowledge and the manpower to do the job.
that's exactly right.
It probably wouldn't hurt us to go try to talk to a banker, see about getting that loan.
I just don't know if they're going to do it. I mean, be honest with you.
They've loaned us money before.
Yeah, but not 500,000 in one lick, though.
I just think the banks are getting away from the cattle industry, and they shouldn't. I really find that our society, in the most part, is oblivious to the industry. People really don't put the importance in cowboys and ranchers and farmers as they should. I got invited to come talk at the museum.
Museum.
Yeah, instead of museum. Cattle. These kids need to know what we do. The steak just don't fall out of the sky on your plate. One of them youngins one day might be the banker that our kids are going to borrow money from.
Right.
That's right.
Guys, Mr. David and Miss Susie, they're coming into town. I could definitely talk to him, you know, get some input on what he thinks about our situation and the proposal that Brett just gave us. And I could ask him to borrow some money, but I don't know. I have to think on that.
My father-in-law, Mr. David's coming up this weekend, and I could ask to borrow the money from him because he's a whole lot easier to talk to than a bank.
I think it's a great opportunity for us.
Yeah.
We just need to all go and just think about it. And right now, I'm about to go eat about it.
Where?
To go eat with Grandma and the family. Heck, Jacqueline's been busy working. I hadn't got to see Grandma much.
I'd like to see her grandma and sit down at the table and eat, too.
Get to the point you ready to go eat some of Grandma's
I
cooking.
mean, I'm always ready to eat grandma's cooking.
I don't blame you there, and I am ready. Whole family's gonna be there. Y'all feel like a fish out of the water.
Oh, we're not family anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
I see how
You'd do
it is.
anything for a hot biscuit, won't you? I got to go. I'll see y'all. Holler at me.
We'll be over here talking about why we didn't get invited to go eat with you.
Booger, where's Jacqueline?
She's on her way home from work. She just sent me a text that said, go ahead and eat. She's going to be a little bit late. Having family dinner is something that's real important to me in my life. I've done it ever since I was little, and it's a great time for the family to all be able to get together. It feels so good going back to Mom and Daddy's house and just enjoying a meal and sitting in the same spot I sit ever since I was a child.
Well, how did everybody's day go today?
We've been handling cattle all day. We've got a deal. We're trying to work out Mr. Brett Dye-Ripple now and turning out some yearlings, make sort of a partnership. He wants us to do a lot of the work because he's short on manpower.
Well,
when he comes
y'all got the time for it?
We got time and knowledge, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty good deal for both of us.
Well, it sounds like a 50-50 deal anyway.
Yeah, I hope
you know?
y'all can get it worked
Yeah.
out.
You just got to split the money, so we kind of sucking and buying cone up for about $500,000.
You're gonna make Grandma choke.
Man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
You know, after talking to the family about this deal with Mr. Brett, I think it is the right thing to do. You know, hey, you ain't gonna get bigger if you don't try.
Guess what, little Pam?
What's that?
I'm gonna be 4 years old.
4 years old? Oh boy, are we gonna have a party?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it was just yesterday you were 3 years old. We celebrated that birthday all year.
Where's my mom?
She's on her way home from work.
Oh.
Worries me that she stays so busy all the time. She's tired.
I know it is such a drive. I'll come back from work. That's what worries me, the driving. She spends way too much time in that car. Jacqueline's schedule right now has her working long days and lots of hours. She's got a 2-hour commute one way. She does that twice a day. By the time she gets home at night, she is so tired and we're already in bed, and it's killing her.
Are you ready for dessert?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Everybody's starting to get up. Did you make this tray, Mom?
I sure did. Do you like it? Well, good.
Thank you.
All right.
This is good. I think this is the best yet.
Daddy cooked us an awesome roast. Grandma cooked her famous banana pudding. We got the whole family sitting there at the table enjoying ourselves. The only thing was missing was Jacqueline. You gonna work as hard as your mommy?
Yes, sir.
What kind of work are you gonna do?
I'm going to do some cowboy work.
Are you really? Well, maybe tomorrow while your mommy's at work, me and you can go do some cowboy stuff.
Yes, sir.
I got a great job for you after dinner.
What?
You can help me wash dishes.
Wash dishes?
I tell y'all, I'm about ready for bed. I really am sad I'm not gonna get to see Jacqueline. You reckon she'll forgive me?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I am so tired. I'm just so sleepy.
All right, I'll help you pick up the dishes.
All right.
The one thing in this world that's most important to Jacqueline is her family. She missed the whole family meal, and that's something that is so important to her.
Look who's here.
Hey, Mommy!
Mommy!
You hungry?
I ended up working late and traffic was terrible. And where's Grandma?
She's already went to bed.
What?
She hated that she missed you.
That makes me sad.
We have a plate in the oven for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so hungry. I'm still working as a full-time pharmacist, but the problem right now with this job is I'm pretty much not able to do anything with my family. I feel like I'm completely missing the whole point in life. What's wrong?
I want to go home. I'm tired.
You've been helping Nana Pam do dishes.
I missed the whole evening. He's gonna go to sleep. Him and Grandma, I miss them both. Well, thanks for dinner.
You're welcome.
Wish I could have made it on time.
Glad y'all came. Come back anytime.
All right,
Y'all
love you.
have a good evening. Love you too.
Coming up.
See that piece of wire? We gotta get that off. It'll cut the circulation off to her feet. She won't have any blood.
Is the cow going to be okay?
Got to come up with 500,000. I was thinking about maybe asking somebody that I might know that, could help me out.
No.
You ready to help me work today, buddy?
Yes, sir.
I've got Matthew with me today, and we ain't gonna sit around the house and play. Only way he's gonna learn how to be a rancher is go to work with me here on the ranch. You ready to go play cowboy today, Matthew?
Yes, sir.
What you want to do today?
Rope cows.
Roast some cows. I've been working on a ranch ever since I was born, and I feel like you raise a child the same way you was raised, he would turn out to be the same way. I sure hope I can pass on everything that I learned from my dad and my grandpa on to Matthew. That heifer right there, looks like she got a piece of wire around her foot. Come here, buddy, we gotta doctor this cow. I'm out there checking cattle, and I noticed one of our heifers has got some wire wrapped around her foot. It could cut the circulation off to her foot, and she could lose it. It's a good thing I found it when I did. Come on, Matthew.
I'm coming.
Very first heifer right here, Matthew. See the wire on her foot? Get her, bring her to me. Bring her. Good job, buddy. See that piece of wire? We gotta get that off. It'll cut the circulation off to her feet. She won't have any blood. It hadn't been on there very long because it hasn't even tried to cut into her leg or nothing.
Is the cow going to be okay?
He's gonna be all right now that I got the wire off his foot.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a nice cow now.
Yeah. Matthew done such a great job today, and I knew he would. All right, we only got one more thing to do, and we'll be finished for the day. We can go home and see Mommy when she gets there. That sound good? Come on.
We got one more work to do.
Got one more work to do.
Yes, sir.
We still gotta make some for Mom and Dad.
I'm excited for them to get here.
I am too. I love when they come up and visit.
I think I'm gonna take him with me to work. You think he'd like to go with me to work?
You take my dad, like to work?
Yeah, put him on a horse and go check calves and go see all the mama cows, put out feed, put out hay, mineral, all that.
He would probably love that because it's so opposite of what he normally does.
Mr. David and Miss Susie are coming into town today, and they're gonna spend the weekend with us. Well, while he's here, I'm gonna take Mr. David to work with me. I'm gonna show him what I do every day for a living, let him experience a little bit of this cowboy culture.
Because I spent quite a bit of time down there learning how his business goes. Now he can come hang out and learn how our business goes.
I think he'll love it.
I think so too. Another thing too, you know, Brett hired Cody, Booger, and myself to help him pen some cattle the other day and, you know, check them.
Yeah.
When he got done, he offered us a big time deal.
What do you mean?
Well, he wants us to partner with him on some cattle, like 50-50. But
They're crazy looking.
we've got to come up with $500,000 to partner with him.
$500,000.
Well, he wants to do like 1,400 head.
$500,000 is huge. I have no idea how the guys are gonna come up with that money. I hope they do, but it kind of scares me to invest in that much of a loan. You got a lot to lose. $500,000.
To be a 50-50 partner on it with him.
How are you gonna do that?
One option is to go to the bank. The other option is I kind of thought about maybe mentioning it to your father, see if he might want to invest in it.
Maybe. I mean, if you show him the numbers, he might take interest in it. I tell Bubba, go for it. Ask my dad. He's willing to invest, more than likely.
You hear that? Somebody's here.
Hi.
Hello. Here.
Who do I see?
Your mail.
Hey, baby. Hey, sweet girl. What are you doing? I absolutely love when my parents come and visit us in Alabama. It's kind of like bringing home to me, and just all weekend long, it's nothing but cooking and good times.
I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow, and I was hoping that since you were here to relax, you could go with me. You want to come help me tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
ride a horse?
Yeah.
He says that like with confidence, like he does it every day.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I got a horse you can ride tomorrow and take you out there and show you what I do every day, and I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I know I will.
Push all this money stuff to the side. You know, I'm really excited about taking Mr. David to work with me. I think he's gonna enjoy being a cowboy for a day.
Where's y'all's bag at? We'll get you settled in.
It's right over here.
Okay, come on. Come on, Andy. Come on. Are you gonna sleep with Mams? Yes?
Say maybe.
Yep. She knows exactly where we're going. Oh, goodness.
Hey, Cody.
Hi.
Thank y'all.
Hi.
Nice to meet y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
You
thanks
bet.
for coming out. Well, we're gonna let y'all take this show away and talk to these kids about some cows.
The museum is kind of like the cattle museum in our state. It's the Alabama Museum. Well, Misty and I have been invited to the museum today to give a little talk about the cattle business, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know we're not here talking about swimming pools and basketball and soccer, whatever. We're talking about the cattle industry, and it doesn't seem very cool. But before today, I hope you leave thinking the cattle industry is a cool industry.
It is super important to me that children and the next generations start learning about cattle in this industry, because we've got to get people to follow in our footsteps.
Everybody knows, obviously, we're standing here looking at two beautiful bone-in ribeyes. Everybody here loves ribeye. What do y'all think happens to the rest of the cow? When you eat the meat, your old belly's out to here, you full, oh, big old glass of sweet tea, everybody's happy, you know what I'm saying? What happened to the rest of the cow? Where'd the hide go? Where'd the hooves go?
Just go in the garbage?
Let's go inside. We're gonna learn some more, getting that air conditioning. Misty and I set up a game these kids are gonna play today. We have a board right here with parts of the cattle. Then we have some products made by the parts of the cattle. And the kids are gonna have to match the products to the parts of the cattle. I think it's gonna be fun. Every ounce of these animals, every ounce of the cattle is utilized. There is waste none. They use everything but the moo. Get it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, can anybody tell me where watercolor comes? This is paint now. Everybody's done this. Anybody?
What do you think about laundry detergent?
Who likes doing laundry?
What do you think? Think about the texture.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Cellophane. Plastic wrap.
It's stretchy. What about glue?
As I'm asking these kids all these questions, I'm not getting very many responses. A bunch of blank faces. You know, it kind of frustrates me a little bit that they don't know as much as I really think they should. Any more questions?
How do you make marshmallow out of a cow?
That is a good question. So marshmallow is a byproduct of a cow because it's used with a binder called gelatin. It gives it that bounce.
I hope y'all learned something today, I really do.
Thank y'all so much.
Y'all get on back to school now. Hurry along. On back to school. Spread the word, spread the gospel, spread the good news. If there's one thing that I hope to leave with here today, it's the fact that these kids go back to school and tell another kid about the cattle business. You know, instead of going to school and talking about what they looked up on the internet or who won last weekend's football game, maybe talk about the beef business a little bit. Just get involved, get people talking about it, get it trending. Don't tell them where we are, tell them where we're going.
Jeff, how y'all doing?
Hey, Booger. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, this is a neat horse.
You know, after spending the whole day with Matthew, I can definitely see his passion for wanting to be a cowboy. I'm about to give him a little bit of a surprise for all the hard work and labor he put out. Garrison, was this your horse?
Yes, sir. I used to come home every day and ride him every time I got home from school.
Really? Did you ride him too?
Yes, sir. When I was Matthew's age, I rode him every day. He's really sweet and his name's Trigger. We've both got bigger horses and now he just stands out in the pasture and has no one to ride him.
This horse has been a great horse for these kids, and we just think it would be perfect for Matthew.
I appreciate it, buddy. Matthew, what do you think about this? You know what? They're going to give you this horse.
Is this really going to be my pony, Dad?
It sure is, buddy.
I take care of him and love on him every day.
You will, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a little kid, I loved my horse. And Matthew, you know, he loves being a cowboy, and he loves going to work with me and doing cowboy stuff. And that boy needed a horse, and I was ready for him to have one. Come on, Trigger. Matthew and I had a great day of working cattle, and I waited so long to have a little boy like him and wants to go and learn the cowboy way of life. Hey, seeing him on his own horse, I just put icing on the cake.
Bye. Bye.
Coming up. I ain't never went to the bank and asked to borrow $500,000.
It may not be as difficult as you think. Talk to everybody you know that could possibly help you with a 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hey, who's this?
I got Matthew a pony.
Oh, what's its name?
Trigger.
Hey, Trigger. He's gonna be so excited. I can't wait to see it when you give it to him.
He was with me today when I picked it up.
Well, where is he now?
He's in there asleep. He's been with me all day out in the sun, so I know he's exhausted.
I really wish I could have seen his expression when you showed him this new pony.
I know, but he was busy at work, and he already had the horse trailer. I was going right by there anyways, so I figured let's just get on with the deal.
This is killing me.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
I could seriously cry right now. I'm not getting to see my son tonight, and I drove home just excited to see him, and now he's asleep. And I missed such a big moment, him getting his pony. This just is just another thing that I'm missing, you know?
I understand.
For me to miss a special moment like that, I can't help but to be super disappointed. All this work I'm doing, it's just really not worth missing all this time with Matthew.
He deserves to have his mom in his life.
Maybe you're in his life a lot. You've just been missing out on a few things here lately. You're a great mom. Jacqueline's working all the time. She's stressed out. She's having to do a lot of driving. This is just a stepping stone we're going through in our life, and we're eventually gonna get over. We're gonna look back at it, and it ain't gonna do nothing but make us stronger. I'm just glad you're home from work. We got ourselves a pony.
Yeah.
Matthew, he's gonna be just as excited in the morning when he wakes up and comes outside and sees his pony again.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Trigger?
Well, Trigger, welcome to the family, buddy.
You ready to ride?
I'm ready.
Paul-in-law?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, today,
I'm gonna take my father-in-law, Mr. David, to work with me. I'm gonna show him what I do every day for a living, let him experience a little bit of this cowboy culture, and show him the reason why I left his business.
Mr. David, before we go, I got one more piece of equipment you gotta have before we go.
Okay. Safety equipment?
Yeah.
Okay.
The helmet.
Oh, hard hat.
Cowboy helmet.
Oh.
There you go, right here.
Help me out.
There you go, look at me.
How do I look, official?
Almost as good as me.
I don't know what to say on that one.
I've got a long list of stuff to do today on the ranch, and Mr. David's gonna help me with that today. He stays cooped up behind the desk in the office all day, and I think he needs a little bit of a break.
Man, it's nice up here.
It is, buddy. I'm glad you come to ride with me and see what all we do every day and stuff like that.
Being a cowboy is not as romantic as everybody thinks it is. There's more to getting on a horse and riding off through the sunset. It's a tough job.
That's what I'm talking about, Han. See there? That's a new little baby right there. The calf was born last night.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I tell you, Bubba, this is beautiful, man.
I got some lunch over here in the trailer. You want to eat something?
I'm ready, man.
All right.
How could you not like this lifestyle? Heck, he might even buy him a ranch down here in Alabama and move down here. And I'd love that.
The other day, we did a job for a man named Mr. Brett Dalrymple. Went to shake his hand, tell him bye, and he brought us a business proposal. He wants us to partner up with him on 1,400 head of cattle. But here's the catch. We got to come up with $500,000 in order to be 50-50 with him. It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
But, you know, I ain't never went to the bank and asked to borrow $500,000. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, that's a heck of an opportunity. It may not be as difficult as you think. Definitely something you want to really look at. Just make a decision, and once you commit to it, talk to everybody you know that could possibly help you with the 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I tell Mr. David about the deal with Brett. He thinks it's a wonderful idea, and this is probably a good time to ask for the money, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
But if you do this big deal, you know, I may want a job.
All right.
I'll be a new cowboy.
That'll work, that'll work. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get back to it.
Let's do it.
Today I'm taking Misty and Carter, and we're just kind of going through a stroll in the park. You know, this is just some life moments that you always remember. It's just part of being a parent.
Look. No swimming allowed.
What's that say?
It really was kind of depressing, them kids the other day at the museum, not knowing more about the beef business than they did.
When I was a kid coming up, I always heard that the cowboy was a dying breed. I never believed it till now.
Kids need to know, because food don't just magically appear on your plate.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I just don't understand how a kid cannot understand where their food's coming from, how it got there, what it took to get it there. They ought to be learning that in school.
And it just seems to me like the cattle industry in a whole is somewhat in decline. And so I just feel led to just try to do something.
Just contact the Cattlemen's Association. See if you can get more involved, see what the opportunities are. There may be something that's already in place, they just haven't put it to use yet.
May need somebody that's strong-winded like me. You've always said I'd make a great speaker, motivational, political type person. I'm gonna step off there and do it.
They're set up for stuff
Heck,
like
I might
that.
be president.
It has been a minute since I've seen him this passionate about anything. And to see him fired up and to want to go and do something that makes a difference, I'm all about it.
I'm gonna walk in there and tell them, look, the future of the next generation lies in the hands of the people that provide the beef. I'm gonna tell it from the heart.
I love your passion.
I'm gonna do it. Come on, let's go.
I do. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, my blood's boiling. You know? Huh?
Period.
You ever get that way?
No.
Every time you see me?
No.
Huh?
Coming up.
I think we're failing as a cattlemen's association. I think I need to be president. I'm ready to fight, man. I'm here to tell you, I'm hot.
Dig in.
Thank you.
So how was y'all's day?
It was good. I mean, just another day.
I enjoyed it. I mean, a lot.
I'm happy that Mr. David decided to go to work with me today. That makes me feel good that he's taking interest in how I make money to provide for his daughter and granddaughter and what I do for a living.
When me and Mom were cooking today, I told her about the big offer that Brett gave you guys.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I think that's neat.
I told Mr. David about it too, and I think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah. Excited about it?
Yeah, excited and nervous at the same time because we've got to come up with $500,000.
Yeah, I told her that part.
That's not the exciting part.
No, that's not. But you got to put in money to make money, so.
That's true.
Very true.
That is true. That's true.
A deal like that, I know that's a lot of money, but you know, if you have the right plan and you do your homework and you present it the right way, you can secure that kind of money. I mean,
yeah.
Everyone at this table knows about the deal with Brett. If there ever was a good time to ask for the money, right now's the time.
I think our chances are, you know, slim to none on asking the bank because we're already kind of strapped with them. So I was thinking about maybe asking somebody that I might know that, you know, could help me out.
yeah, I mean, on something like that, you just need to put the plan together and present it to anyone you know that's in a position to do it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you may have to talk to 20 people before you get one.
All you got to do is ask. And the worst thing they can do is say,
say no.
not today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, speaking of that, I was going to ask you, would, y'all gonna stay the night tonight? You want to go riding in the morning? Ride again? Go
Yeah, man.
I got to feed a small group of calves in the morning, and you know, do the normal deal.
Yeah, man, I would love to, if I can get out of the bed.
You'll be all right.
You know, I'm a little sore.
Are you really?
On that note, let's go to bed.
Thank you.
Y'all, thank y'all very
y'all
much.
welcome.
Kaylee, can I help you clean up?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
Got it?
Yeah.
Go take you a hot shower.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I headed
some
that
rest.
way now.
All right, buddy.
As we're having dinner, I see Bubba get ready to ask my father for the money, and then all of a sudden he changes the subject to, hey, do you want to go back to work with me? Or, hey, you want to do this? Hey, you want to do that? I don't know what is stopping him.
What happened to you asking Daddy? I kept looking at you like, okay, is it coming? Is it coming? And
I don't know. I don't really want to ask your father for that. I know he would back me 100%. I know he would, but you know, I want to do this on my own. You know,
I just can't ask my father-in-law to borrow $500,000. I know he would help me out with whatever I asked, but I don't necessarily want to tie my father-in-law into it in case something goes bad. I could never have that weight on my shoulders.
well, I'll get everything together. You know, I'll get all the paperwork together for you guys.
yes, ma'am. That's why I pay you the big bucks to be the secretary, baby.
I don't think I get paid for this job, do I? I get paid, okay. Paid with love, okay. Okay, well,
Thanks for dinner.
you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Get it cleaned up.
Today we're all going to the bank to apply for a $500,000 loan. I really hope this deal goes through because this is a great opportunity for us to get into business with Brett Dowring.
What can I do for you today?
We're here to apply for a loan.
Okay.
We've got a man that wants us to partner up with him on some cattle, and we need to come up with 50% of the money.
So how much are you looking at needing?
He wants us to come up with $500,000. That's why we're here to see you.
This is the biggest loan the company's ever applied for. and we need this loan to expand our business.
How long have you been in the business?
We've all been in the cattle business as long as I can remember.
We're all three partners. We have our own business. It's called Faith
Okay.
Cattle Company, and we will be partnering with Mr. Brett, on half of these cattle.
He's a big row cropper, and he spends a lot of his time row cropping, but his true love is cattle. He just can't balance both of them out, so he wants to take us on, be 50-50 partners, and he can continue his row cropping.
We want to buy the cattle. When we sell the cattle, we'll pay the loan off.
Okay. What the process starts is you fill out an application, then I would have to have tax return information, balance sheet, and then a projections on the livestock. How many head you plan to sell, the estimated weight, price, and then what your expenses are.
But that won't be a problem. We can email all that to you, all of our projections, the spreadsheets, all of our financials, anything that you need.
Everything seems to be going really well. The banker's asking all the right questions, we're giving all the right answers, and I think we're gonna get the loan.
So if you'll kind of just fill out the application, you'll put the loan amount there, the borrower name, which would be your entity,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then guarantor information, which would be, since y'all are the owners, y'all would be the guarantors.
It feels real good signing that application, knowing this deal could go through. This is what we've been needing for quite some time now to expand our business. And here we are, able to get bigger and actually do what we love, and that's raise cattle.
All right, well, I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the future.
Yes, ma'am. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Rachel.
Thank you.
Coming up.
So the bank would have to consider maybe additional collateral or something else besides the cattle you're purchasing. So do you have another option for collateral?
Today I'm going to the Cattlemen's Association. I'm gonna be honest, I'm madder than a wet hen. When it comes to cattle business, the word needs to be preached amongst the land, and it's not being done. And I need to find out why.
I need to talk to somebody that knows what I'm trying to talk about, man. I hadn't slept in 2 days thinking about what I need to tell somebody. You got what I'm saying?
I don't care who's there. It could be the Pope himself, and I don't care. Whoever's sitting there gonna have to listen to what I got to say.
The state of Alabama kids are just oblivious to the cattle industry. I think we're failing as a Cattlemen's Association. It is extremely aggravating, and there needs to be something done about it. I can't solve all the world's problems today, but I can start in my hometown and my county to get this thing where it's pumped up, fire some new blood in there, get this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like a steam engine. Once you get it going, it ain't gonna stop. I think I need to be president of the Baldwin County Cattlemen's Association. I'm ready to fight, man. I'm here to tell you, I'm hot.
Calm down, Cody. Take a seat, and we'll discuss what we can do.
That's mighty nice of you. Take a same seat. I'm here to tell you.
Now, Cody, first of all, did you know I'm the president?
I did not. Now, I meant no disrespect towards you or the association in any way.
Cody, appreciate your enthusiasm, your talents at communicating.
Yes, sir.
Well, we'd like to get you and more people involved. And I think there's a lot of things you can do to help us get the word out. Maybe being like an ambassador out in the community so we can get all these people educated, especially the younger generation, the children out there who have no idea where their food's coming from.
Man, that sounds great, Mr. Eugene. I'm looking forward to working with Mr. Eugene, because if anybody can sit there and listen to me rant and rave talking about taking his position in the Cattlemen's Association and still want to work with me to better the association, my hat's off to him. He's a good man. Appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to making you proud.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ambassador Harris. I like the way it rolls off my tongue.
We're going back to the bank today to see if we got the loan or not. Me and the guys, we're hoping for good news.
Well, I appreciate you coming back in today,
Yes, ma'am.
and we reviewed everything, and we do lien searches when it comes to using livestock as collateral, and it looks like you may have other outstanding lines of credit or loans that are secured by your livestock. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that kind of causes an issue when it comes to taking a lien from our bank. So the bank would have to consider maybe additional collateral or something else besides the cattle you're purchasing. So do you have another option for collateral?
I'm not comfortable putting any of my equipment up, guys. I'm just not. Mine's paid for almost.
Well, I'm not putting my land, and I'm definitely not putting my house up for collateral, I can promise you that.
Putting my house, my land, and my equipment up for collateral is not an option. I know how these cattle deals go. Sometimes they go really good, and every once in a while, you'll have a bad cattle deal, and you'll get upside down. And I'm not gonna put my family, my house, my equipment, or my land in jeopardy over a cattle deal.
Well, that was a bust.
Coming up.
Mr. Brett, we met with the bank and they denied us the loan.
What time's Brett supposed to be here?
He should be here shortly, guys, but I ain't really looking forward to telling him the bad news.
No, we got to tell Mr. Dalrymple today we didn't get the loan. It really hurts when you have a golden opportunity laid out right there in front of you and you can't execute the plan.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, Mr. Brett.
How y'all doing?
How are you?
Doing good. How you, bud?
All right, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Mr. Brett, one of the reasons we wanted you to come down here today and talk to us is the proposal that you presented us with the other day. We thought long and hard on it and talked about it, and we decided we wanted to do it.
Well, good deal. Good deal.
Well, don't get too excited just yet. We met with the bank, and they denied us the loan.
I like the way y'all guys handle cattle. To me, that's what it was about. I wanted y'all to get involved and have a stake in it yourself. You know? What if I provided everything? Let me walk away from it, get back to my row cropping and my other stuff that I've got going on, and just let y'all take the ball and run with it.
So you're asking us to invest our labor, is what you're asking, our time.
The land needs to be fenced. There's portions of it that has to be re-terraced. My old hog barn hadn't been used in 25 years. If we took it and kind of refurbished it a little bit, it would open up where I could expand and probably straighten out twice as many calves.
The deal that Mr. Brett's proposing really isn't a bad deal if you look at it like this. Okay, Mr. Brett's gonna flip the bill, but at the end of the day, me, Booger, and Bubba have to do all the labor.
I'm having to put a whole lot of faith in y'all to make this deal work. On the flip side of that coin, y'all gonna have to put a little trust in me that when it's said and done, we'll all sit down in my office, we'll go through the numbers, and if there's any profit there, we'll just figure on sharing some profit with y'all. Which would mean, though, this Friday, there ain't gonna be no paycheck. There ain't gonna be a paycheck next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be the long-term deal for the next 3.5, 4 months till y'all get these calves from 350 pounds up to about 7 1/4. Y'all can be in control of your own destiny on this deal. Y'all do a poor job, or y'all just wasted 3 or 4 months and not gonna make a dime. Y'all do a good job, keep the cattle going, there'll be a little bit of pie for everybody.
What Mr. Brett's offering, if we handle the cattle deal from beginning to end, he's willing to give us a share in the profit. He forks out the money, and we fork out the labor. You know, this opportunity could be a big payout if everything goes well. But if it doesn't, there's a lot to lose.
So what do y'all think?
I mean, I know his word's good.
I believe him.
I'm in.
Let's do it. Mr. Brett, we do it.
Sounds good. Booger?
Good, buddy.
You have my word.
Good deal.